You're looking at a daily chart of the Nasdaq. Welcome to my daily review. I talked yesterday, I believe it was, about the pullback to the 50, which undercut this March 29th low, this gap higher here. Yeah, March 29th low of 11,823. But, it had a nice day today. It was up 287 points, nearly 2.5%. But it has to take out this 12,269 from February 2nd, start making higher highs. And it's very close. And it has been making higher lows, but it needs to make higher highs here. So we know what's driving the Nasdaq, and you could just go to Apple or Microsoft. Apple reports next week. Looks like next Thursday here, May 4th, had a strong day today, up nearly 3%. Microsoft, of course, reported the other day, gapped higher, and then followed through today with another nice 3% gain. And then, of course, Meta had the power earnings gap here with nearly a 14% gain on 175% above average daily volume. So those are the ones that are driving it. Amazon reported this afternoon and, had a good report and looks to be up, 6.5% after hours. So if, you don't want to have a single stock exposure to the mega cap technology stocks, there's always the QQQ on steroids here, which is an exchange traded fund 3 times the performance of the Nasdaq 100 index. Anyway, just food for thought. Some more large cap stocks. I'm going to go to the semiconductor stocks, and NVDA is the big kahuna there because we saw a wide divergence here today. Some of the semiconductors were up, but most of them got hammered, and hammered badly. This is NVIDIA was up 1%, part of the grade 8 or divine 9 or whatever you want to call it. It's driving the index higher. Lam Research is another one that was up nearly 4%. You can see here a nice pullback to the 50 and a pop today. So that's showing a little bit of strength. Here's AMD below the 50. I do not like this action at all. They report next week. So Intel reported tonight, so AMD sure to be up, on the Intel weakness because AMD continues to eat their lunch. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the losers here on the semiconductor space. Mobileye reported, cited, price cuts in China. Was a slowing growth here, and it was down 16%. That's a nice little haircut for that spinoff from Intel. And then the pie, everybody's making jokes about pie today, but that's harsh. If you're owning this thing, it's down 39% in one session. That's just crazy. And you could see the big pink volume bars prior to this sell-off today. So that's congrats to the shorts, but man, that hurts if you're a long. Another one was STM that reported this morning, and another haircut here, nearly more than 7%. So not good in semiconductor land. And there's ACLS, slice to 50. You got to get rid of it. ALGM. Whoa, boy, look at this one. Another 7.5% today. Yeah, when these when these start crashing, they really go down fast. When the fast money starts to leave, it moves fast. Speaking of which, I'm going to go to the retail stocks. Here's CROX today. Reported a strong quarter, but, that's like a rear view mirror, the quarterly earnings, the forward guidance for Q2, they chopped it from like 320 to 290. And then they did raise full year guidance, top end from $11.30 to $11.73, which is pretty significant, but fast money doesn't want to wait for, the whole year to go through this. Next quarter, the game, they guide lower so they can beat lowered expectations, and so it'll sell off, and then when they beat earnings next time, it'll probably be a big surprise. And but if you look at CROX, 20% EPS growth, 23%, 27%, so it's increasing earnings per share growth. The revenue growth is choppy here at 57, 61, and 34, and they at 884 million in revenue, and they predict the next quarter to be over $1 billion. I believe that's their first $1 billion quarter. So, and they're going to earn over $4 billion in sales this year. So CROX, it's just part of the game they're playing. lower guidance and then beat it next quarter. So anyway, fast money doesn't want to wait. And so they left the building today. Not a big deal. What I was looking for, if CROX dragged down other shoe stocks like Enphase did with all the solar stocks the other day, but that didn't happen. ON Holdings was only down 40 cents, big deal. And I saw Deckers was down less than 1% here, not a big deal. And Skechers reported tonight. I haven't even checked up on this. It's flat after hours, so we'll see. I'll have to look more into Skechers for tomorrow. But yeah, these things did not move with Crocs, so that tells me that Crocs has a lot of shorts. And congrats to the shorts in Crocs. But taking another look at this, it's probably going to be dead money for a little while. But if it just pulls back, in this area, first of all, it went from 46 to 150. So that's a three bagger. Congrats to the longs for the last 9 months. But today, congrats to the shorts. And if it just comes back, 110, 19 was the low before. Not a big deal. It's a 125 after hours. I mean, yeah, probably form another base in here, 3 months, and then another surprise in July. Anyway, that's enough of Crocs. That's enough of the shoes. I'm done with the shoes. I'm going to move on to Chipotle because we need to monitor this power earnings gap, which we saw from Meta today and Microsoft earlier in the week. And this followed up too with a little small $26 gain today. So Chipotle is looking good. And Lululemon, another stock that I like on our ready list here, and this formed this 3 weeks tight pattern, and it's pulled back to its 10 EMA earlier in the weeks and found support. So this one looks good to me. And I'm not going to go through all our ready lists. I'm just going to do some themes here. And the next one is the drugs. Lilly reported today. Lilly's going to be, I think, the big factor for them is going to be their drug, their weight loss drug, and how that sells. And that thing crushed all estimates today. So, and I think, okay, Lilly was up nearly 4%, but NVO reports next week. And I believe that was a nice foreshadow to what the Wegovy and Ozempic is doing. Probably going to report really strong earnings there as well. But it's priced in, because it's had this big run all year. This thing's been going up. So, we're just going to have to wait and see. But those stocks look real strong to me. Merck reported a nice quarter. Let me see. Yeah, traded through its 21 EMA today. Very nice. 1.5% gain, near a buy point for Merck. And some of the other stocks that I like, TGTX got a J code approval today. That's kind of a big deal. And I thought it would actually be up more, but it was up 5.5%. And these guys are now really executing well on their launch of their multiple sclerosis drug. And this thing is trending in the right direction, as evidenced by the blue dot, which says their relative strength. Let me see. VKTX Viking, they reported, and they just have superior data here with their weight loss drug as well. This is just in phase. They're going to have a phase 2 readout here in the second quarter. So coming up in the next, 6 to 8 weeks, I would expect some more information from this. But yeah, they have excellent science here, and that is not to be ignored. These gap ups, do not ignore them. This one looks real strong. Another buyout candidate. Anyway, enough of the drugs. I'm just going to go through some leading stocks that are, below the 50 and just kind of struggling to, staying below there. So we were seeing a lot of stocks do this. Before they were trading below and ripping through, but right now they're just kind of hanging back here. So I got to see if, these things are going to find some strength and rally through their moving averages. This is PERI Networks. They report next week, and maybe they'll get a catalyst up 2% after hours. 4 is another one. Stock that I like, traded below its 15. See, it's sharply sold off, and now it's taking a lot of time just to move back up to the moving average, and that makes me nervous. I want to see these things rally sharply. First Solar, I believe they reported tonight, and they're down 5% after hours. So I got to look more into that. I haven't even looked at their report. Palo Alto Networks, another leading semiconductor cybersecurity stock, sliced its 50, and now it's hanging down below this. And we need to see them rally back above and show some strength. We're not seeing that. Anyway, that's it for today. Take care of yourselves. A lot of information to go through here with earnings, and I'm glad we're talking about earnings and not, interest rates and Fed speak. Anyway, we never give up.